Hello guys, this is Julia, and today in this video I'm going to show you guys how to do a repair install in Windows 10. So is your computer having issues and something not working right? Well, you can do something called a repair install, which will basically replace all the system files and will fix a lot of issues with like Windows not working right. For example, the reason why I'm repair installing this is if I go to update and security, see Windows Update checked in 2017 and it's like January 2018, and then when you click check it just fails over and over and over and never works. So I am probably going to reinstall anyways, but I wanted to make a video on repair installing just for people that don't want to reinstall Windows, because this will fix that issue as well as any other issues you're having with your Windows install, because it pretty much replaces all the system files. So basically, I'll put a link in the description to this, but you're going to download like the Windows 10 Media Creation Tool. So you're going to go to like Google. Well, I don't need to search Google, just search Windows 10 download. And then go to the first link for Microsoft, and then you click Download Tool Now. And before I actually run this, there's actually a couple things I do need to tell you. Is that, for example, I have a custom theme installed, which modifies the theme files. You're going to want to uninstall all these modifications, because if you run the tool, it could possibly corrupt your install. So here's a tip. First, change your theme. So I'm going to go to themes, and I'm just going to change it to like the default one, so that way you can see it's still kind of there. So maybe I should choose a different one completely. Maybe it's still partially there. So is what you're going to do is, after you change your theme, you're going to want to go to uninstall, and you're going to want to uninstall anything to do with this theme that you have applied. So for example, let's see, the theme patcher would definitely be one you would want to uninstall. So I'm gonna manually reboot later. We're gonna pretty much install all the things that has to do with a custom theme, or it will brick. So Arc is the theme I have, and you want to completely uninstall Arc, because if you leave Arc installed, if you leave it installed, you can see now the icons are set back to default again. The custom pack is gone. You can see it looks completely different. And you probably should uninstall Classic Shell as well, because it can interfere. So I'm going to uninstall Classic Shell on this install and get rid of it. I can always reinstall it afterwards, but for the purpose of this video, it's saying it must update files. It can't be updated while it's running. Choose continue. Okay. It's okay if a reboot's required, because I am going to reboot for this. So you guys will see, I'm just looking through to make sure that I uninstalled anything to do with the theme, and it looks like I did. So everything looks fine now. You could see that kind of looks weird, but a reboot should fix that. So I'm going to pause the video and reboot real quick. And the thing is still there, and I figured the problem was with this theme is there was something called Old New Explorer, and I need to uninstall that because it's part of why this is looking all weird. Because if you don't uninstall all these modifications, it will corrupt when you do a repair install, because it replaces the system files, and then when all that theme stuff is applied, which as you know, when all that theme stuff is applied, it just messes it up. Well, anyways, I'm gonna reboot again. Guys, so I'm back, and as you can see, it looks normal again, and yeah, it's opening Chrome again because I left it open. It did that last time, but you can see now that all modifications have been uninstalled, and it looks completely normal, because if you don't do this, it will corrupt when you repair install. So you got to keep that in mind. So we're just going to download the tool again, because why not? Because I already had it downloaded, but I'm just going to download it again. Because you always want to make sure you download a fresh tool, because Microsoft does update these when a new version of Windows comes out. And when you do a repair install, you want to make sure you have the latest one, because if you have an older one than what you have, it will erase everything, and you don't want that. So I'm going to open this, I'm going to click yes, and I will leave the link to that download in the description, but you just click download tool now and run it, and I'm going to walk you through this. So basically, okay, getting some notifications. It says getting a few things ready, and as what we're going to do is it'll have you accept, so click accept, and after it's still going. It still says getting a few things ready, so it might be a little slow, but you can see that updates are obviously still bricked, but this will fix this issue, and I will show you it will be fixed after this, because I've tried even the troubleshooters in here for it. Like, I clicked Windows Update, run the troubleshooter, and it didn't even fix it. It doesn't do anything. Okay. Anyways, when you get to this point, when it says what do you want to do, of course you want to do upgrade this PC now. Now, even though you already might be on the latest update, it pretty much it's called a repair install, so it just reinstalls it again. Like, it's like it updates again, even though it's updated. And I have been getting updates manually on this install, because you can see it's the .192, which came out in the beginning of January, because I downloaded it with the what's it called? Yeah, I downloaded with the standalone installer, and you can see that with this troubleshooter, it'll see, oh, there's pending updates, but that's not the problem, and it'll attempt to try to fix, but it never does. But pretty much I updated with the standalone installer, which you can do, but the problem is it won't update the Windows Store apps. It won't update Windows Store apps, and it never finds updates, and it's just blank, and it's just completely broken because it relies on Windows Update for that. So it claims it fixes, it reverts the date again back to when it last checked, and then it just doesn't work. You could see that I have the actual manual update I installed here in here, and instead of it saying like cumulative update, it actually says security update. So oh my god, getting so many messages. Okay. So anyways, back to this. Is what you're gonna click is you're gonna do upgrade this PC now, and you're gonna click next, and it's gonna start downloading Windows 10. And then after it's done downloading, it'll create install media or whatever, or like not actual installation media, which is the other option for a USB. I mean, as in it just gets it all like finalized in a folder, and then it'll reopen, and then you'll just go through the prompts and it'll install. So when it's getting close to the end, I will come back and show you. Back, and it was verifying, and now it's creating the Windows 10 media, and after this stage it will reopen, and then you'll just go through the prompts, which I will show you guys. So I'm going to come back when this is almost done. It'll be done in probably just a couple minutes, because on my computer this stage is pretty fast. So yeah. Guys, so it's about done. It's 95%. It's going to be done any minute. There it goes. Setup is cleaning before it closes, and it will reopen the setup, as you guys can see, and it starts checking for updates. Keep in mind that when you do this though, if you're repair installing your Windows, it just updated again. You may have to check Windows Update, because it may go back like as far as dot numbers. Like if I go to WinVer here, if it opens, my computer's being ridiculous. Okay, so instead of like, it'll still be like 16299, but you might be on a different dot number, such as like dot 15. So just to make sure that you stay up to date, after you run the repair install, check Windows Update for any other updates afterwards, because yeah, it will stay on the same build, but this number will most likely not be up to date, which is why you're going to have to go back in and check for more Windows updates after you do this. So I'm going to click accept, and it's going to start checking for updates. Even though it does this, it doesn't necessarily always get the latest updates, which is why I recommend going to Windows Update afterwards. So I'll come back when this changes. Now it says making sure you're ready to install and making sure you have enough space. It just changed, I guess, but it said like making sure you're ready to install. And after this, it will have an install button, and we're going to install it, but I'm going to install, because I have to go to a chore real quick, and I want to still record the other parts, so it'll probably be like 20 minutes, and then I'll click install, but I'll come back. Guys, well, I'm back, and it's ready to install, so it's going to say install Windows 10 Pro and keep personal files and apps. Since I have Pro, obviously you can't use it while it installs and save everything, because it will reboot eventually. So we'll click install, and it's installing, and believe it or not, you actually can still use it. So this will fix this issue with the updates not working, because they're very broken. And this repair install will fix this glitch, which will be a very good thing. So while it says installing, I'm going to stop this and I'll come back. Guys, well, it says your PC will restart in a few moments, so it's about to restart, so I'll be back. So it just rebooted and we got this working on updates. It says 0%, don't drop your PC. This will take a while. Your PC will restart several times, and this is basically just gonna do the repair, install, or upgrade or update, even though it's already on the latest public build, the Fall Creators Update. It's just gonna repair, install it again, which will replace all the system files. And so I'm just gonna let this go. For me, it'll probably take like 20 minutes because my computer's very fast, and right now it is 4:48. So we'll see how long this takes to do this. So anyways, I'll be back. Alright guys, so it says we just got some updates. This might take several minutes. I'm talking loud because there's people talking in the background, but I'll come back when it's on the desktop soon when I can. Guys, so the audio might sound bad because the drivers are not installed. I apologize for that, but it says welcome to the Fall Creators Update now. I'm sorry, I have to cut that out because my location showed, but pretty much it says welcome to the Fall Creators Update, even though we're already on the Fall Creators Update because it did a repair install, like it re-upgraded. Even though we were already on it, it pretty much just re-upgraded it. So we're going to check Windows Update and see if it fixed it. So we're going to go here, and you notice it doesn't have a date anymore. And when you go to view install update history, everything's been cleared because it's been completely reset. And it should work now, and we should be able to get updates because we repair installed, and as you know, when you use the MCT, it kind of downgrades your dot number, and I kind of discovered that because it's now .125 instead of .192. As you can see, it didn't go all the way down, but it went down a little bit as it's on .125 now, but this will update it. And I did do that .192 update through the standalone installer, so pretty much now we're getting security updates. Yay! So everything has been fixed, everything's awesome now. So that's how you repair and install to fix issues. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this helps you guys out, and bye-bye for now.